I think we can start. Hello and warm welcome to this webinar session on B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. We are here to cover a general discussion about the course and the scope of this course. I am Professor Gaurav Mishra. I am representing Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering at University of Petroleum and Energy Studies at Dehradun. So in this today's webinar, we are going to have a discussion on the following points. We are going to talk about current scenario of electronic market in India, future market trends, and then I'll be talking about the B.Tech program in electronics and communication engineering with a brief overview of the course, admission process, career options, and then why you should choose University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. So I'll be talking about what laboratory resources we have, what kind of professional softwares we are using, and then I'll be talking about industry interaction and collaborations that currently we have, and some of the collaborations that we are foreseen in future. And then I'm going to talk about student activities, that currently very recent student activities, student achievements, the projects that our students are doing, and guest lectures, workshops and trainings that we are organizing for our students every single year to make them fit for the future markets. So let's start with the current scenario of Indian electronic sector, or let's say in our lives how electronic evolves in last 3 to 4 decades. If you remember, in early 1980s, we were using transistor radios and black and white television sets, and now we have been migrated to a 2015-16 where we are using high definition televisions, very fast speed internet, and very high performance laptops, notepads, very small sized, very light weighted mobile phones, and almost a very good communication speed, what we are talking about. So this transition of last 3 to 4 decades, what we are evolving, we can say Indian electronic sector is evolving. And rest you, I think there are so many things in terms of the industrial setup, in terms of the policies that government has came up. A lot of things has been done because that is responsible for this particular evolution. This particular data set which I am displaying right now has been taken from this India Brand Equity Foundation, IBEF. I would like to acknowledge them before I go further. This is a very good study, and I would be using their 2-3 more slides for this presentation. So this is the current scenario, and if we talk about the Indian electronic sector is basically split into, let's say, 6 product segments. So we all are using electronics. So let's see how Indian electronic sector is working. We have consumer electronics. In consumer electronics, we have mobile phones, televisions, music systems. We have industrial electronics where we use UPES systems, SCADA, PLCs, AC drive systems, which is very useful for industrial applications. We have computers. Every one of us is now using notepads, desktops, servers. Communication and broadcasting equipments, D2H. Some of us are using it, direct to home service for television networks and a set-top box setup. Strategic electronics like radars, satellite-based communication, internal security systems, disaster management systems. These are systems being used by mostly disaster management people and defense applications. Our defense services are using radar, satellite-based communications for their own purpose. And then we have industry which creates electronic components like semiconductor devices, cathode ray tubes, capacitors, picture tubes. These are the components which are used in the manufacturing, production, or the designing of electronics in large scale. Future market trends. Well, if you see this particular graph, you can see it's data statistics from financial year 2007 to the financial year 2015, and you can see there is a growth of 10.1%, what you call it as a CAGR, compound annual growth rate. So in financial year 2007, Indian electronic market was of about 14.6 US billion dollars, which grows to 10.1% and became 31.6 US billion dollars in financial year 2015. And if you see here, the prediction says it can go up to US dollar 104 billion dollars in the year 2020. So this is a prediction, and the research has been done by Department of IT, annual reports, TechSci Research, and this India Brand Equity Foundation. So this is the third-party researchers which keep an eye on the trends which is going on. So there are prospects in Indian electronic market, and upcoming jobs are also there. Career possibilities are also there. So it's expanding. Another research from a third-party market research agency called as Transparency Market Research says that graphene-based electronic markets to display 60.7% CAGR, which is compound annual growth rate from 2015 to 2025. This is predicted. So this study is predicted and is being published by Transparency Market Research. So we can expect this. There is one more study published in NASDAQ, and this study has been done by Grand View Research, is a third-party research organization which says flexible electronics market is predicted to proceed sharply, and it can reach up to $87.21 billion by 2024. So great possibilities. There is a research organization called Hexa Research claims that their statistics, they claims that global automotive electronics market size forecast to likely reach US dollar $279 billion by 2020. It's a good prediction. And similarly, we have one more. It says consumer electronic market expected to grow at a CAGR of 15.4% during 2015 to 2020. So these all are market trends which says, so we have statistics of the past from financial year 2007 to financial year 2015, and we have some prediction based on the various sectors of electronic industries. So we can see that there is a promising career in the industries which are coming in India, and as well as the global, as we talk about the global infrastructure, and we can see there is a significant progress that is going on, and that will be continue to go on for next 1 or 2 decades. Now what we can offer is Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering at University of Petroleum and Energy Studies offers a B.Tech program in Electronics and Communication Engineering. And in this program, what can you expect after going through the program is you will be able to design, analyze, and manufacture electronic devices. You will be able to use integrated circuits. You will be able to use wireless devices, so many of them. And you will be able to design, develop, and use digital and analog-based electronic circuitries for a number of applications. And there are a lot of applications where electronics can be involved, whether it is space-based applications, industrial-based applications, consumer electronics, it can be defense electronics, it can be automotive electronics, and you will be able to design, not only design, analyze, and work with all those electronics which are be able to use in the application areas. And students will be given an option to choose a further specialization at the end of their second year and the beginning of the third year of their studies. And the 3 areas of specializations are broadband communication, IoT based instrumentation, IoT stands for Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. So the first 2 years and the rest of the 2 years, most of the courses are common, but if you choose one of these specializations, program electives will be changing. There are about 5 to 6 program electives which are offered for different streams and different specializations for this electronics and communication engineering. So on the basis of the interest of the students, they can choose any of these 3 specializations at the end of their second year and can pursue further and complete their degrees. This is a very basic slide which I have. This data is already available on the website. The minimum eligibility criteria and the admission criteria is through the UPE seat examination and through the, is the centralized counseling based on merit. Both board exams as well as G-merit is there. For if we say about UPC examination, the last date to apply is 3rd of May 2017 and the examination date is 13th of May 2017. This detail is already available, is also available on the website. Please go and check this detail and you will be able to find out more about it. Okay, so many students ask me, what are the career options? After doing this B.Tech program in ECE, what are the career options that I have? Okay, to answer this question, I am going to tell you what our previous students are into. So once you complete this profile, once you complete this studies, a 4-year degree program in electronics and communication engineering, these are few of the career options which I can foresee directly. You can work as an electronic engineer. You can work as a digital signal processing design engineer. You can work as a communication engineer. You can work as a VLSI, very large scale integration design engineer. You can work as a plant engineer in consumer electronics. You can work as an industrial electronics design engineer, consumer electronics design engineer, computer hardware design engineer, electronic design and analog engineer. And apart from that, a lot of IT industries are also there, also recruiting students from ECE background. And so you have an option. If you want to go and choose the IT career, you can go forward and become an IT developer, software engineer, as per your choice. It depends on how you want to mold your career into. So there are a lot of career options which you can choose after the completion of this course. Fine. Now, why to choose University of Petroleum and Energy Studies? We have some of the very specialized laboratories in the Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering. Okay, some of the names are here available on your screen. Let me read it for you. Basic Electronics Lab is related to the basic experiments about the understanding of the components and how you use them, do's and don'ts, and lot of other stuff you can do, you can try, you can learn here. And then a little advanced Electronic Devices and Circuits Lab, where you can create your own circuits, test them, and use it for various applications. Then we have a lab called Linear Integrated Circuits Lab. Linear Integrated Circuits are a little more advanced format of the EDC lab, where you are able to build circuits with a little more complexity and integrate in the use of integrated circuits. We have some advanced labs like robotics lab, as you can see, analog and digital communication lab, control systems lab, VLSI design lab. VLSI stands for very large scale integration. Microprocessor and microcontroller lab, advanced microcontroller lab, measurement and instrumentation lab, where you can learn a lot about instrumentation and measurement equipments, PLC programmable logic controllers lab, automation lab, and microwave and antenna design lab. So these are 13 different specialized labs that we have there, where B.Tech students are doing their experiments. They are learning about how to create, how to build circuits, and as a part of their curriculum. At the same time, with the labs, we have about 13 professional softwares with the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation. These are very, very specialized industry-grade softwares that industries are also using, and it is very important to have an hands-on on these softwares so that students can also learn, and then it is very useful to have a smooth handover to the industries where they are going to work in future. So what we have here is a list. I can read it for you. It's a P-Spice simulation, circuit simulation software, MATLAB for modeling and simulation, Xilinx ISE for VLSI design, AVR Studios for microcontroller programming, Kyle Microversion for ARM microprocessors and ARM microcontrollers, IndiaWorks Engineering for PLC, Automation Studios for automation, NI LabVIEW for instrumentation, Scilab for numerical computation, Proteus for PCB designing and circuit simulation, OpenCV is an open source software for machine vision, Code Warrior is embedded software development tool, and HFSS is a high frequency substrate simulator. It's a software for antenna design and simulations. So we have about 13 of these softwares, and as a part of the curriculum, We teach students how to use them, how to perform experiments on these softwares, and how to use them for their applications and their projects. At UPES, Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering have some industrial collaborations as well. So to name few of them, we have a Center of Excellence which is developed in collaboration with Bosch Rexroth. It's an organization which has set up 4 specialized labs under the Center of Excellence. These labs are hydraulics and pneumatic labs, PLC and drive labs, robotics and mechatronics labs, and sensorics labs. So these labs, you can see the pictures, students are doing their projects. These labs are of industrial grade and are of, this is really a latest, we have very latest equipments where we are students that works on their projects, their research and their normal studies. Other than Bosch, Center of Excellence, we have an collaboration with KPIT on automotive electronics. We have collaboration with Cisco, which trains us on CCNA routing and switching. We have a collaboration with Dynafusion, which trains our students on hardware in loop. We have collaboration with Quartz VZ, which provides students training on RTOS and VxWorks. So these are some of the existing collaborations with industries where industry came to our campus, where they regularly visit our campus and train our students. Apart from these collaborations, there are certain collaborations which are in progress, and we are almost into the final marks of signing collaborations between these organizations. These organizations are National Instruments. We are in process of developing a new center of excellence with National Instruments, where National Instruments will provide very high-end equipments so that our students will be able to do projects on them, and we will be designing our curriculum to have a regular course, a regular laboratories in those particular equipments. We are also in process to collaborate with BSNL for broadband communication technology, Unisys for Internet of Things based instrumentation, advanced technologies for normal electronics, Rave Automation for automotive electronics, and Center of Advanced Research in Electronics, CARE. It's a research center at IIT Delhi. So we'll be signing a MOU with them, with CARE, to have a research center facility, to have a high-end research center facility. We are also in process to collaborate with 2 of the international universities. One is of France, University of Toulouse, and University of Johannesburg at South Africa. So these are the collaboration which you can expect in next 1.5 years. And there will be an advancement in the teaching methodology, laboratory infrastructure, student exchange programs. There will be a large number of possibilities that will create after these collaborations. As a part of curriculum, industrial tools and internships are one of the most important parameter and one of the most important specifications that students have at our campus. So these are the few of the list of companies where recently in last 2 years our students has visited: ABB Limited, Actia, Schneider, Reliance Telecommunication, Ember Group, Bharti Airtel, Career C Media, Dixon Industries, Indo-Simon, Panasonic India, Creative Electronics, Hellonix India, Orient Industries, Moser Baer, Videocon Industries, TVS Electronics, NTL Electronics, Durgapur Steel Plant, Haldia Petrochemicals, Toyo Engineering India Limited, LG Electronics, Tata Chemicals, Telecoma Technologies, L&T, Johnson Control, Havells India, Gujarat State Energy Generation Limited, and for internships at IIT Indore and IIT Mumbai. So these are some of the list where our industrial tools are already been arranged, and students are already being into some of these organizations for the internship programs. Very important and a very significant part of this presentation is this particular area. Our major recruiters, these are few of the industries who visited us in 2016 and early 2017. You can see there are some to name: Infosys, L&T, Tata Chemicals, L&T Infotech, IBM, TVS Electronics, Luminous, Videocon, Indo Simons, Mahindra, Escorts, LG Electronics, M&M Global, Secure, Ceasefire, KPIT. We have a collaboration, academic collaboration with KPIT. You can see KPIT is our regular recruiter, and Rexroth Bosch Laboratories we have created with Rexroth Bosch. They are also our regular visitors. And TAL FANUC, we are in process to collaborate with FANUC also. It's going on. It's not yet confirmed, so I have not mentioned it in my slide. Fly Robotics, High Tech Robotics Systems. These are few of the names which I can give right now. And there are some of the companies which are lined up, and this placement season will go up to the end of the July. And students, I'm very proudly I can say that we have placed more than 80% of the students so far, and there are more companies lined up, and I'm very much expected to have a round figure placement this year. So let's go ahead. Okay. Now let's talk about student activities. As a student of University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, students get opportunities to participate in 7 very specialized programs. First of it is a Urja. Urja is a cultural fest organized by students themselves, and we are having it once a year. Ignite is a technical fest which is also once a year. PEP is a personality enhancement program. There are a lot of batches which goes around the year, so a student can take part and take benefit of it. SEP is a student exchange program. We have a collaboration. We have an existing collaboration with 6 French universities, and students have a possibilities to go there for 1 semester and do projects with them, and as a part of student exchange with University of Petroleum. Another part is PSI. PSI is the placement selection improvement. These are the classes which are basically, we arrange these classes around the year, and they are very useful for students appearing for the placement programs and the placements. PST is a professional software training. We have, as I've just talked about it, we have a lot of professional softwares, and we provide exclusive trainings on those softwares twice a year, like a workshop. And students participate in that workshop. That workshop lasts more for about 5 to 7 days, and the instructors try to teach them every individual basic detail of that particular software. So PST is a professional software training program which we do once every semester, and there is a program called as RISE, Research Initiative for Students of Engineering. RISE is a program where we fund students for their projects. Students apply with the proposal of their projects, and then there is a committee which screens the projects, and then we select some of the best projects and we fund them. How much we fund them is, if it is a B.Tech student applying for a RISE project, the funding is 25,000 rupees per project, and if it is an M.Tech student applying for the project for the postgraduate level, the funding is about 35,000 rupees per project. And to talk more about RISE, I would like to show you the list of projects that we have accepted for the year 2017, and we have funded them so that they can complete it, and in the due course of time we'll be having these projects ready with us at our campus. So I would like to quickly read these projects for you, so you will have an idea about how and what student projects are going on in the campus. So one is Li-Fi based smart homes, rash driving monitoring system, futuristic electronic menu and ordering system, total cloud surveillance and feedback system with audio visual interaction, development of control system in multi-level car parking system, pipeline cleaning robot, human detection in case of disaster, drone with gesture control and head-up display. These all are B.Tech students. Now, another list is design and development of a low-cost text reader for visually impaired, alarm system for avoiding accidents at blind turns and T-points roads, cloud-enabled smart energy meters and data logging systems over internet, cell phone, Wi-Fi and IR jammer. Okay, localized weather monitoring and information dissemination for safe journey on Yatra routes. IoT-based wireless sensor networks for landslide forecasting, monitoring and design of rail material crack detection system. You can see some of these projects are very relevant. I mean, relevant to the very current situations. Interconvertible hovercraft and delta plane with VTOL feature. Emotions recognition system for patients and behavioral disorders. Solar powered soil moisture control system for farm. Design and development of oil tank monitoring system for transformer in power distribution industries. IoT and NDT based bridge risk assessment and identification. Autonomous firefighter drones. Design and development of solar bag. Tilt and phase measurement of electric pole and electric distribution lines. Car security with message alert and control system. Hybrid GSM and PLCC based devices. Silver narrow-wire coated conductive thread for smart clothing application. Passenger safety in case of an emergency. Development of aerial medical assistant vehicle for remote and hilly terrain using quadcopter powered by IC engines. Very innovative. Voice controlled agriculture drone. Tree climbing robot for military surveillance. Assist in strategic planning and immediate response. Autonomous driverless vehicular robot. So these are some of the projects which we have accepted this year, and we have funded them to create what they wanted to create and show us what are their actual capabilities. So this not only gives us a good impression on the industries, but also a confidence that we can thrive in the future. Okay, some of the very recent student achievements I would like to count on here. Very recently, one of our students, Archita Gaurav, got a national level award in a competition by a society called as International Society for Scientific Research and Development. Very recently, I mean about 2 weeks ago. The second point is Poseidon is an event conducted at IIT Roorkee very recently, and these students are M.Tech students which received first position in this national level award, competition. There is another event called as Cyberog, which is also they participated and they got third position. This event called a Startup Initiative Award. They got Startup Initiative Award in the field of remotely piloted vehicles, M.Tech students last year. Young Innovator Award in Open Section at Melting Pot 2020 Innovation Summit. Received award from Ascender. These students are B.Tech students. There is a competition called as E-Yantra Space Exploration organized by IIT Bombay. Team selected for the final rounds. This year they will be having their final rounds. KPIT Sparkle, this is an event organized by KPIT, which is our collaborator, industrial collaborator. 9 teams qualified for the final rounds. This year they will be having their final rounds. Texas Instruments Innovation Challenge, one of the most prestigious innovation challenge across the country. And our student qualified for the quarter-final round. And I think there will be more rounds in this year. And in the last year, 2015-16 E-Yantra Robotics competition by IIT Bombay, our team qualified for the final round, but I think did not made it further. University Cancer Project is a project where students create a small satellite of the size of a tin can or a Pepsi can, and our students regularly participate in that particular project. And in year 2015-16, team qualified for the final round. There is an event called as Roll On Roll Off by Lockheed Martin. It's a very prestigious organization, and our teams qualified for the final rounds. So these are some of the student activities at national and international level from the Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control. So there are a lot of opportunities. I mean, we have so much of expertise in terms of faculties, in terms of laboratory resources, in terms of softwares, and we promote our students to come across to work on challenging projects and to participate at the national and international levels. We provide them funding options. We provide them all sort of support they are looking for, and we are doing it. So this will remain same in the future years as to go on. Okay, we also organize special guest lectures, which are separate from the regular teaching classes. We also organize trainings, workshops for the students. These are not the regular classes. These are the specialized classes where we think that they are required in order to students to get hold of the latest technologies, or to do well in their projects, or to do well in the national and international competitions. Timely, we are organizing these events. So this list, which I am showing you right now, is the list of events that we had in 2016 and early 2017. So last year and the 3 months of this current year, this is the list of guest lectures and trainings that we provide to the students. Professor D.V. Gadre from NSIT New Delhi visited our campus for Arduino based workshop. Professor Vinay Chaudhary, he is a professor at our own department, gave a training on assembly language programming with 8086. Professor Roshan Kumar is also an in-house professor, gave a training on automation technology. Dr. Pawan Sharma is also an in-house faculty member, gave a training on open source alternative to numerical computation. Professor R.K. Chaurasia visited us from ICFA University, the Jaipur campus, and he gave training on information theory and channel coding. Professor D.V. Gadre from NSIT gave a lecture on electronic design and future trends. Optical communication and networking by Mr. Arya Basu. He visited us from CESC Limited, Kolkata. He is a senior design engineer. Dr. Rajesh Singh, Vivek Kondial is in-house faculty members. They gave training on embedded system training on Arduino at Mega microcontrollers. Dr. Adish Kumar, in-house faculty member, gave training on VLSI design. Dr. Pawan Sharma, an open source to alternative to numerical computation, I think is repeated. Professor Roshan Kumar gave training on programmable logic controllers. Dr. Arun Kumar Singh is an assistant professor at VNIT. He gave training on dynamics of physical and mechanical systems. Mr. Yogesh Kalia gave a training on introduction to cutting edge automotive electronic technologies. Mr. Chetan Agrawal from Siemens Technologies gave a training on modern practices of process instrumentation in power industry. Dr. Arun Kumar from VNIT Nagpur gave a special lecture on geometry of solar radiations and its mathematical modeling. Dr. N. Sukavanam from IIT Roorkee gave a lecture on kinematics and dynamics of manipulator for robotics applications. Mr. S. Ram Mohan, Executive Vice Chairman and Director of National Institute of Amateur Radio, gave a one-day workshop on amateur radio, how to use it, what are the future possibilities of this particular technology. Networking and Cybercrime Monitoring by Dr. Swapan Purkhet, Proteus Simulation and at Mega Arduino Interfacing by Dr. Rajesh Singh, Xilinx Software Training by Dr. Adesh Kumar, Image Processing and Analyzing using Scilab. Scilab is an open source tool by Dr. Pawan Sharma, MATLAB by Dr. Mukul Kumar Gupta. So these trainings and guest lectures are very regular at our campus. We also make sure that we do not miss any of the trainings in terms of software trainings that help students to achieve their project goals, or to do a lot of research in these areas. So here I would like to conclude my presentation by saying this, that we have our competencies, we have resources, we have good students, and we would like our prospective students to think about it. We have a very good market in India growing on, and we are placements, we have industrial tool collaborations, we have industrial collaborations, we have collaborations in terms of foreign universities for student exchange programs, and we have a lot of ongoing research and projects funding that we provide to the students. We provide encouragement to the students to participate in national and international level competitions. So there is a very good environment that goes on. So I would like to thank you for bearing with me, to have me here and to have you here. And I'm open for the queries. If you have any queries, you can ask. I'll be able to answer. All right, let's go from the top, and I will see what are the relevant questions I can answer here. Okay, PowerPoint presentation is not clearly visible. I am very sorry for that. You can change the resolution and check it again. This presentation will remain online. You can see with the higher resolution. Okay, there is a question which says, what is the average salary of an ECE student? Okay, I'll give you the statistics, current statistics that we have for 2016 and early 2017. Uh, the minimum package that we had this time was 3 lakhs per annum. The highest package was 6 lakhs per annum, and the average was about 3.5 lakhs per annum. So that's what we had right now, and more than 80% of students we are able to place, and we are still have 4 or 5 companies lined up. They will visit us immediately after examinations, and the placement process will go till the end of the July. So we are hoping to have more placements. See, there is a question which says, there is a question which says the salary of computer engineer is higher than the salary of electronic engineer. Okay, I would like to answer this part. See, computer science, the career in computer science starts with good salaries. I agree with that, but there is a very slow growth which goes on. But when you see the electronic industries, initially they do not pay as well as computer science graduates, but after 2 years, once you have good experience on the field, on the technologies, on the equipments, on the machineries, the salaries are non-comparable with compared to the computer science graduates. It's a very high end career that electronics offer, and you cannot compare it with the IT jobs which are available in India. And of course, it's a choice. I mean, if you want to work for IT industries, of course you can go. There is an opportunity. You can. There are companies in our placement. We allow students to appear in IT-based companies as well as we have our own specialized core companies that visit to our campus every year. So electronic students have double benefits. They are eligible for appearing into IT-based companies, as well as they are eligible to be appeared for their core industries which are visiting our campus. Uh, okay, there is a question which says these projects, the list of projects which I have shown, which year students are those? Okay, RISE initiative. RISE stands for Research Initiative for Students in Engineering. Is eligible for all students from second year to final year, as well as MTech students of both first year and second year. So if you are into B.Tech program second year, third year, fourth year, you are eligible to write proposals. And as well as if you are into MTech programs first year and second year, you are eligible to write project proposals. The list which I have shown you, it's a mixed list. There are students from fourth semester, fifth semester, sixth semester, seventh semesters. There are so many students who have submitted these projects. These proposals have been submitted last year. We screened these proposals in early this January, and now these projects have been funded to so that they can complete the projects on time. So it's a mixture. There are some projects proposal which are by MTech students. There are some proposals which are by B.Tech second year students, third year students, and final year students. So we accept project proposals from second year to final year majorly. So please write me your queries if you have any further queries. I cannot see more questions, so I can wait for a few more minutes. I suggest you guys to visit our campus, to go around the laboratories, to meet with the faculty members, to have a insight of what we do here, see what we have created, what kind of resources we provide, what kind of infrastructure we have, so you can have much more better idea. See, I have a question. Which is better, CSE or ECE in UPS? See, this is not the question. All branches in University of Petroleum and Energy Studies are good. There is no judgment. There is nothing we can judge. It's only about what course you are willing to do. I mean, what kind of course you are willing to pursue for your career. What is your interest? If you are interested in electronics, you can find a very innovating career. You can find a very rewarding career in this field. So think what kind of career you want to do, because we offer more than courses than any other place can offer you in India. There are lot many courses which are available. In my opinion, see, I am a professor at electronics, and I have done my entire studies in electronics. I have taught in electronics from last 10 years. So I think I will be here judgmental. I'll say electronics is better than any other branch, but it should be a student choice what to choose, not what I think. So is there any other questions? You please type down. Okay. Uh, there is a question asking when is the new session starts in University of Petroleum. So the new session starts from the 1st of July. 1st of July. So we start teaching the courses after 1 week of the induction program, and the after welcoming students, we give them about 3-4 days to settle down, and then followed by a net induction program, and then we start teaching them. Yeah, there is a course. There is a course called as mechatronics. Mechatronics is a combination of mechanical engineering and electronics. Mechatronics is basically a branch that deals with robotics and large-scale autonomous machineries which works on its own. So it's a combination of mechanical engineering, electronics, and not to forget computer science. Because without programming, you cannot achieve all these things. Okay, there is a question related to counseling. Uh, before we before counseling, there is an exam called as UPES seat. Student have to appear in the examination, or they have to fill forms for the counseling based on the merit. So the counseling starts. I think the counseling is going to start from the second week of June. And please check the website for more details, because exact dates you can find out there only. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Okay, there is a question which is asking, in my opinion, what is better, computer engineer or computer science engineer? Uh, Actually, technically speaking, both are the same things. Computer engineering and computer science engineering, technically speaking, they are the same thing. So do not get confused with the names. They are the same things. They have the same career prospects. They have the same salaries, all sort of. So is there any other query? Please let me know. So there is a question which is asking that from ECE, how we can go to the industry. See, while you are a student in ECE at UPS, we provide you internship opportunities with the collaborators that we have in industry. We provide you industrial visits around the year. 2 or 3 times, so that you can have actual ideas what industries are doing, and then industries are visiting our campus for regular placements. So it's a regular process. I mean, we are doing it from last many years. We are taking students to the industries for visits. We are accessing industries to have internships, and then for the final placements. Yes, there is a good question saying that should I prefer job opportunity or my own interest in the course? Yes, students are absolutely free to choose their career path. Some of the students who are not willing to go for the placements and they are going to willing for the higher studies or for the competitive examinations or for any other kind of career they are willing to have, they are free to choose that. There is no obligation that you have to go towards the placement or towards the industry. You are always free to choose your career path. If you are willing to go towards computer science, want to appear in their companies, their placement process, that is also possible. We also encourage students to, to prepare examinations, national level examinations like GATE, IES, and other competitive examinations offered by PSUs, public sector units. So there is a blended, it's a blend. There's so many kind of students are there, and every student have a different vision for their life. So we try to promote their visions by the capacities we have. Okay, there is a question which is asking, if we are from electronics background, how can we have a career in IT industry? Okay, so I think I'll better frame it this way. When I graduated in 2004, before going for a higher studies in electronics, after graduating in 2004, I worked for an IT industry for 2 years, a very popular IT industry called as Satyam Computers. And then I realized that no, I am willing to go further in electronic sector only, and then I studied I went for the higher studies in Europe. So this is not a point that why you should not go and do a job in IT industry, because IT industry you should be able to code, you should be able to program, you should be able to test. And in our own curriculum we give you substantial knowledge about coding, basic elementary knowledge about coding of C++ programming, and on the basis of that you are free to do high level programming languages from your own. You get a lot of free time in summer vacations, sometimes in winter vacations, so you can go ahead and learn as per you want to set up your career in. And then you let us know what facilities you require, and we'll provide you. So there are a lot of students are which are going into IT industry. If you have checked the slide which I was showing you, uh, where we were showing the major recruiters, you must have seen TCS was there, Infosys was there. So they were there. They recruited our students. Some of the students wanted to go in the IT industry. They are happy there. So they are recruited by them. So is there any other questions? Please let me know. Okay, there is a question which is asking how much is the intake of students in EC per year. See, student intake depends on the number of specializations that we offer. So currently we are offering 3 specializations. So it should not go more than 180 students. Okay, we have a very good question that what is the career prospect in ECE, because it's generally seen that other institutes force ECE students to take a job in the IT sector. Yeah, that's very true. Other institutes are doing that, but in University of Petroleum, as you must have seen our presentation. If not, if you have joined late, you can see it again. We have a collaboration with industries. We have a laboratories exclusively developed by the industry people in our campus. We are in collaboration with internships and regular industrial visits, and core industries are visiting our campuses. So here you have a blended options. You can appear into a career of IT if that interests you, and as well as you can appear into the core companies interviews because that are also available. So we have very good number of core companies that have visited our campus. Please do check this presentation again, and you will be able to see our major recruiters who visited in 2016 and early 2017. Very recent ones. I am giving you only recent data. Now, there is a question which is asking what is the cutoff for JEE for admission in UPS. I'm very sorry, this question I will not be able to answer because I have not much knowledge about it. So please do check with the admission teams. You may find the details on the internet, on the website. You get in touch with the marketing team. You can call them, write them email, and they will be able to guide you better because they know the actual statistics. They know what is the last year cutoff, so you will be able to know from them only. Is there any other questions? You please type on the chat window and I'll be able to answer. There is a query asking about is there any separate form to get admission in UPS? Yes, the answer is yes. And if you do not if you have not appeared in JEE examinations, you can also appear in UPSEAT, UPESEAT examination. Last date to file this form is 3rd of May. and the examination date is 13th of May. And if you have JEE scores, then I think you are exempted from that examination. So to check further details, please visit website, admission website. Check, there is every single information is provided. If you have still any queries regarding forms, dates, examinations, eligibility criteria, please give a call to the admission team or write them an email. They will be able to answer you. If you have any further queries, please let me know. Okay, we have a query asking that is there any problem in pursuing electronics and communication engineering if you have not studied computer science in standard 12? No, there is no problem. We teach everything from the basics again. The elementary courses we start in the first year, and then we gradually increase the level of the courses that students are offered during their B.Tech programs. So there is no problem at all. And the second question I am getting here is, please tell about the exam paper pattern like negative marking and all. I am very sorry, I am not aware about the UPES seat examination pattern right now. Please check it on the internet, and every detail is there available. And if you find that your queries are not being answered properly on the website, please write an email to the admission team. You can also call the numbers which are provided on the website. Okay, I'm getting one more query asking regarding do students get any advantage of making working models related to UPS, related to EC in UPS? See, if you want to work on any real-time project, and you're getting funding for it, so This is one of the motivations students are having, and you have just seen that there is a lot of projects which are going on, and when you and these are the shortlisted projects. The proposals are 10 times more than what we have shortlisted, and at the end of the projects, when the projects are completed, these projects are displayed for a public platform, and there, on the basis of the feedback from the public which is watching the projects, and the guest and the industry people and the guest and the academia people, on the basis of the feedback, there are awards and prizes for the students. So students get funding for their projects, they get motivation, they know how to work on the projects, they get appreciation, they get prize awards for that particular thing, they get certificates and small goodies for their presentations. See, there is a question asking for what is the difference between computer science B.Tech, IT B.Tech and communication B.Tech. See, computer science and information technology, these are courses offered by computer science engineering department. And communication, IT and communication, I'm not aware if we are offering that or computer science department is offering that. The Department of Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering is offer a B.Tech program in electronics and communication engineering, which will provide you to choose three options after the end of second year. Three specialization options. One is broadband communication technology, second is IT based instrumentation, and third is artificial intelligence. So once you choose your specializations, the program electives are the courses, specialized courses which will be offered to you. About 5 program elective courses you will be offered, and you have to complete them to have a specialization degree in B.Tech. Okay, so I would like to thank everyone who's available at the moment, and thank you for watching this presentation. And on the behalf of everyone in the Department of Electronic Instrumentation and Control Engineering at University of Petroleum, uh, I would like to see some good prospective students coming to our campus so that we can also learn with you. Guys, thank you so much for being with us.